Well, a small town is battling for water rights, with one resident tapping into the multi-million-dollar bottled water industry. She has set up a business to pump up to 500,000 litres of spring water a week to bottle and sell. And as Adam Marshall reports, despite efforts of the residents and their council to turn off the flow, the water grab continues.
You want to take photos of my truck?
No.
Are you?
No.
I'm sick of it.
You've got to shake it to get some water out.
They say they're running dry. Do you think they're running dry?
Have a good evening.
So they're not running dry?
Take a picture, I'm ramming up the...
Well, the greatest fear here is that we will run out of water completely.
Water, it's essential for life, but John Stoshek and his neighbours say they're running out.
No water's coming out, no.
So does that mean the bore is dried up?
Well, there's not enough water down there for it to pump up.
And this is why. He lives next door to what's become a suburban water business, drawing thousands of litres a week from a spring that bubbles up on these semi-rural suburban blocks on Tamborine Mountain in southeast Queensland.
Everybody in this area is being robbed of a resource that they vitally need.
It all started when this woman, Pamela Gill, and the company she directs, Gillian, took over a pump and turned it into a commercial pumping station, filling these trucks 4 times a day to supply bottled water company Wetfix, where she's also a director. John claims it's caused his and other bores to dry up.
She's taking water away from the mountain and we have to buy water, and we're residents here and ratepayers.
So is your bore drying up too?
Absolutely drying up.
Brian Craig spent $15,000 installing his bore.
So every time it's a guessing game?
It's a guessing game. Sometimes water comes out. Most of the time it runs for a short amount of time and then it stops.
There's no town water supply here. They have to rely on the spring to live. They believe because Pamela's pumping station is lower down the mountain, it means her trucks take the water before it makes it to other residents' bores.
They're conducting a commercial venture to make a profit at the expense of everybody else here.
Some are now having to truck water in, like Michelle Taylor.
It's basically putting us in a very precarious situation. How can I plan to build my business when I've got no security?
She owns and runs a nursery that borders the site.
I think the council needs to shut them down.
And council has tried.
Why isn't council stepping in and stopping this?
You have a situation where perhaps council's been a little bit soft in its compliance in following this through.
Pamela has applied for a commercial licence, but it's been rejected by council. She's appealing the decision. Council now wishes they'd done more, sooner. Local councillor Derek Swamborough.
Maybe there should have been more punitive action taken for development offences in this than what council has done.
And while this case is in the appeals process, the trucks continue to pile up while the residents fighting to stop the operation pile into court. They've now taken to keeping video evidence like this.
I heard him up. I just tried the thing.
This driver's not happy about being filmed.
You're not going to win it anyway. You're going to raise $200,000 $50 donations. Take a picture, I'm ramming up.
And neither, it seems, is Pamela Gill when we caught up with her at the bottling factory.
Hi Pamela, I'm Adam, I'm from Today Tonight.
How are you, Adam?
Good, thanks. I just want to have a chat to you about some of the concerns up at Mount Tamborine about how you're taking this water unlawfully.
That's not correct for a start. There's nothing unlawful happening. I never have, never will, and never take anything. I've never unlawfully done anything in my life.
The application for commercial groundwater extraction is still before the court.
Excuse me, but this business has been going on for over 20 years up there.
True. Kind of, but up until 8 years ago, the pump was used to fill local residents' water tanks. Now it's supplying water to thousands of commercial and retail customers.
It's a continuous existing use, and quite frankly, it's before the courts at the moment. It is very inappropriate for us to be talking.
But only in the last 2.5 years, the operation's been ramped up. They're calling you an environmental vandal. What do you say to that?
I say they're wrong, and I say your information is incorrect. You really should check it before you go ahead.
What's correct then?
Excuse me, sir, but really, I must go.
John Stoshek says what's inappropriate is Pamela Gill turning their peaceful, rural, residential suburb into an industrial estate.
It's like living next door to Toll Transport Depot
You don't want to answer any more of our
Please,
questions?
this is extremely dangerous. Careful.
And that battle is headed for the Planning and Environment Court with hearings to begin next week.